So we started a 6-week summer altitude training camp for high school athletes. If you've been following along with our educational content that we post on Instagram Reels or the few Working Class Minds videos that we posted here on YouTube, then you probably already knew that. We saw a major gap with the resources that high school athletes have available to them. Some of those resources are recovery professionals, sponsorship from major shoe companies, locations to train like Boulder, Colorado, or training partners that desire to be elite just as much as they do. This 4-part video series that you're going to be watching over the course of the summer is the culmination of filling in all those gaps that I just mentioned before, with the eventual goal of this training camp becoming the greatest high school training camp on planet Earth. If you've been following along with our content since the beginning, I can't thank you enough, because this camp would have not been possible for all the likes, comments, and shares that we've gotten on all the Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and just everything in general. So thank you, and have fun watching. We're here, baby. We're here.
Paul, what would you advise for us? Where do you think you're gonna have us?
We can meet with you each, like, individually and see. I think that's the best strat.
Memorize that code.
I want to see 110 mile
Coast.
Okay.
Here, this guy already caught me in 4K. So,
You got 4K?
yeah. He caught me and JP snuggling.
It was more than that, Chief. There's a lot more than snuggling going on there.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Henry Barco from Martinsville, Indiana.
My name is Calvin Seitz. I'm from Otwell, Indiana.
My name is Chase Norris. I'm from Bedford, Indiana.
I came to this camp because it's the best training group in the nation.
I came to this camp to get elite altitude training with some of the best runners in the nation.
Henry Barco.
And how do you know that?
They may have already done it.
But I think I myself will be the first one to be late to a run.
The first one that's going to be late is Henry Barco.
Your ass was late too.
Okay.
I was like Mike Wazowski. Like Michael Myers standing there. Yeah. Shit. Well, we got some people that they're a little bit late. They're a little late. Very nice. Well, that's true.
Glad you could join us. Good morning.
I think the greatest challenge for me is going to be holding my own with the older kids.
The camp is going to test me by the altitude training and this like training with all the top guys.
I think this camp is going to test my heat acclimation because it's not very humid in Indiana.
I'm Chris Lee, the owner of Kinesis here in Boulder, Colorado. We are specializing in endurance athletes. We've trained 10 Olympians, many world-class athletes, and our passion right now is training high school kids.
And why did you start Kinesis?
I started Kinesis because in the strength and conditioning field, there isn't a lot of literature, education, and a lot of resources going to endurance sports and endurance athletes. So by nature, being in Boulder, being a triathlete, and moving into coaching, we wanted to give back to the community and do something that was specific to the community and only for the community. I was a swimmer, I was a sprinter actually, and I got into triathlon, which is, in my opinion, one of the harder endurance sports out there. You have to be great at 3 different endurance sports. And there's a certain level of grit, commitment, and discipline that you need to be a successful endurance athlete. That's just something that really drew me. to working with that population, and also it is the ultimate expression of human efficiency. Right? So as someone who loves biomechanics, movement, and physics, we wanted to make sure we're optimizing how well people move. At the high school level, there's a lot of different biological developmental stages, AKA different ages. You have a larger range, everyone's a little bit different. A big piece of it is the fundamentals of core, hip control, good plyometrics, and just good body awareness. These are some of the basic, most low-hanging fruits that we see from the high school level all the way to post-collegiate professional elite level. They're all working on the same things because the same things have been missed at a certain point, and it starts in high school.
Can you do like a transition for me after this?
I don't think I could lift.
Pumpernickel Fortnite email transitioned this through Meta AI, and then we just do like a Kodak Black transition email.
Yeah, I fucking love that terrific, right? You know that guy?
Yeah, dude, I love that.
So did the other two in the animal.
Oh, and Roger?
Yeah. No. It's like.
I think it's like really cool what they're doing, and so I was like really excited to kind of partner with a brand that looks to the youth in the sport, you know, and wants to see like the youth fall in love with the sport and then become lifelong runners. And so yeah, no, I just couldn't thank Skylar enough for hearing out this vision that I had with camp and being willing to give you guys these gear packages. Okay, so we got a lot of kids in the store. We got 10 kids, 11. What are we doing here tonight? What's going on here at Fleet Feet?
Oh man, we've got a nice little gear Christmas, as I think we call it in the business.
Yeah.
So nice to get people in the shoes, but we also got some apparel items today too. So getting the kids fitted and some tops, some bottoms, some race shorts, some workout gear, and then really focusing in on some really cool kind of footwear options for them here at Fleet Feet. The cool thing about On is that we kind of have a shoe for everyone. Not meaning that we have one shoe that fits everyone's different foot, but we've got a couple of different options out there. So we kind of talk about the lineup in the core four kind of basics with the Eclipse, the Runner, the Monster, and then the Surfer. So you've got your four different kind of sensations that are built out there, and so kids can kind of feel those different shoes and see what sensation fits their foot best.
What's your favorite part about running or just being involved with the youth? You know, just high school runners in general. What's your favorite part about being around them?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is feeling the energy that they give off, because running to me is all about community, and it's one of those sports that you can do for a very long time. And whenever I go to a group run, it's incredible to see the walks of life. You've got 12-year-olds on up to 65-year-olds, and to see this many kids in one spot kind of coming together and starting their future in running, it just is extremely exciting. And this is just the beginning for them. Like, they're beginning to understand the needs of what their feet need, what they want to do later on, and this is just a stepping stone.
Just producing lifelong runners and lifelong movers, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that ties into the reason why we're here at Fleet Feet all together. Is it just gives us an opportunity to showcase this accessible barrier at a place like Fleet Feet, where they can come in and try on shoes of all different sorts. It doesn't have to just be On, but something to get them up and moving. That's like On's mission, is really to ignite the human spirit through movement, and Fleet Feet does a really great job with that as well.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Scott. We genuinely appreciate you being here and helping some of our athletes out, and as they prepare for their cross season and getting better. Like, so yeah, you've been a big part of it, and they've been so excited for this.
I'm so excited to see how they do this next couple of weeks. I'm hopefully going to be up here for a run or two with y'all here in the future.
Yeah. So right here, this is pretty much the recovery hangout area. Got a nice turf yard going on. We'll eat dinners outside. The weather's just super pure. Got the cornhole boards going on over there. This is my particular favorite section here. We're running a nice double grill setup where we can cook dinners with this view. And whenever the sun is going down over the flat irons and the temperature's dropping, there's nothing better than that. Got a nice little shoe layout here. A lot of ons, shout out On. They really hooked us up the other night. So usually after we wrap up a run, we actually, we went for a long hike yesterday at Crater Lake, and now, so we're just all chilling, recovering. This is like kind of the main living space. But yeah, I'll take you along this way. We'll wrap here into the kitchen. We'll put a lot of meals down, plenty of food, gotta fuel up. We've got the leftovers going. Yeah, we'll make massive Costco runs, just $500 plus receipts every single week. It's ridiculous, but we got to spend to get the calories in, because without calories, you can't train at a high level like we want to. So I'll take you guys downstairs now. This is probably a top 3 room in the house, I would say. Definitely top 3. We got the pool room and nice big screen TV here if the game's on and we're trying to just shoot some balls in some pockets and watch the finals. The finals are on and whatnot right now. But yeah, no, this is awesome. And then nice little bed set up here, right, with the Normatex. Some of the guys call this the recovery dungeon. So you really get it dialed in. So again, we can just keep stacking miles up here in Boulder at altitude. We got our boy Asher in here. He's putting his feet up. Yeah, TV on the floor right here. Porter left and went to Nike Outdoor Nationals, so Asher gets the room to himself this time. He's taking advantage of it for sure. So I'll take you in here, and then in here we got the film room set up. These boys are watching film. They're studying up. Cole Hawker's on tape here. This is Landon, JP, and Sam. And so this is the master bedroom here. Yeah, everyone's getting their chill time in always, and setting themselves up to train, lift, eat, sleep, and just like rinse and repeat. So no, it's a good home base for us in Boulder this summer. We got some bedrooms here where everyone will crash and whatnot. Got a nice bunk room set up here, and then a lot of Fortnite is played on this TV in particular. And the guy behind the camera rips Fortnite too with Calvin. How many dubs have been collected? None. Yeah. Okay. I figured.
We got a couple top 5s.
Yeah. And then another bedroom, and yeah, super good setup for camp and being here for the next 6 weeks. I'll show you the balcony real quick. I know, dude. And it's super nice and pure out here when someone wants to leave the cushions the right way. Yeah, just a nice view of the mesa, really. Sunrise comes up over there, and then the sunset is like looking pure on the other side of the house. But no, just a great setup. I mean, you just don't really see this anywhere else with camps. I feel like a lot of times it's just like college dorms, and that's okay. But some kids really want to like dial in the recovery and the experience and just the training partners that they're with. So I'm super pumped up to be here, for the next 6 weeks. So yeah, all right, that's the house tour.